Place Senator Dick Durbin is picking up momentum this morning.
The weather is set to change fast as lake effect snow targets our area on this Friday, January 30th.
Streaming live from Chicago, ABC7 Eyewitness News at 7 starts now.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Diane Pathu in for Terrell on this frigid Friday morning.
That's all right, and I'm Val Warner. It is an AccuWeather alert day, so let's get right on over to Tracy to talk about what we can expect on this day. Tracy.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. All right, lake effect snow hasn't started here on the Illinois side. We are getting some evidence. There's a little light snow over around Michigan City, but this morning through tomorrow evening, there will be lake effect snow in the area. And I emphasize in the area because it's not going to be hitting some of the same places that whole time. But this is the band that we are watching. This is going to continue to back into our region here this morning. So there you go. As we get closer to 8, 9, 10 o'clock this morning, that's when we see this starting to impact the Illinois side. May even reach farther inland out toward Elgin into DuPage County, where we do have winter weather advisories going into effect at 9 o'clock this morning. Now, this afternoon and especially this evening, there's more of a concentration of this lake effect snow around East Chicago, starting to wobble more so into northwest Indiana over into Porter County. And that's where we could line up maybe even 6 to 12 inches of snow by the time it's done tomorrow evening. Currently 10 at O'Hare and Midway. Diane.
All right, let's go outside and talk about what's going on out there this morning. So we start things off by looking at the big picture here. So we still have an ongoing situation on the tri-state southbound. So we've got now 2 left lanes blocked with a crash, much earlier crash that had 3 lanes blocked. And it's a wrong way driver that slammed into another vehicle. And that's the investigation and the cleanup that's going on right now. Chopper 7 is over the outbound side of the Eisenhower right past 25th, where we've got this overturned box truck. All lanes remain blocked here. Obviously, you see the heavy wreckers are there to lift this thing and then eventually tow it out of the way. So right now, traffic is being thrown off right at 25th. So a heads up there. It's creating a very significant delay. I'm talking a delay of over 4 miles.
Wow. We want to get to this breaking news out of Oswego. We now know 2 people are dead after a house explosion.
It destroyed a home on Fox Chase Drive, shook nearby homes, and led to a large emergency response. Christian Picos is live in Oswego with the latest. Christian.
Yeah, Diane and Val, that major update that Oswego fire officials now confirm that 2 people were found dead amidst the rubble comes after search crews were out looking for 2 missing people. You can see all that remains of this home is a pile of rubble and debris this morning. According to authorities, the fire happened yesterday just after 5 p.m. on the 200 block of Fox Chase Drive. The house is directly across from Fox Chase Elementary School. Neighbors who were home at the time tell ABC7 the explosion shook their houses before massive flames and smoke enveloped their neighbor's home. Fire officials believe it may have started with a gas leak. The chief tells us Nicor has shut off gas to the home.
When we arrived at the house, we found a 2-story house that was fully involved in fire and large portions of it collapsed.
Now this morning, we're still waiting to learn the identity of the 2 people found dead. While there was minor damage to the 2 neighboring homes, there is no danger to the other homes in the area. Now, as for the elementary school across the street, no damage was reported, but school leaders tell us they will be doing a full walkthrough of the building before school begins a little bit later this morning. We're live in Oswego. I'm Christian Picos, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Christian, thank you. Chicago police investigating a shooting at one of their own police stations. 2 people were shot last night in the parking lot on the west side near Madison and Waller. A 19-year-old man and a 21-year-old woman were taken to the hospital in fair condition.
Well, the man charged in the murder of a pregnant mother is in the hospital this morning. The DuPage County Sheriff's Office tells us Nidus Rebuckus is in critical condition from injuries that appear to be self-inflicted. He's accused of murdering Eliza Morales at her Downers Grove home earlier this week over a Facebook Marketplace sale.
New video shows a group of thieves smashing open video gaming machines at a south suburban business. Take a look at Patriot Pub and Gaming Parlor in Crestwood. Surveillance video shows the burglars using sledgehammers early yesterday to rip into multiple machines, leaving glass and equipment destroyed. The parlor's manager says the thieves were inside for less than 3 minutes and got away with a relatively small amount of cash.
It was mayhem. They were jumping on the one machine and everyone was just swinging sledgehammers. just busting up everything.
This is the second time this business has been hit just this month and part of a growing problem at gaming locations across our state.
Police officers in Cicero are being honored this morning for their bravery and their service. That includes the multi-state search that we covered that led to an arrest in New Mexico. Investigators say the suspect set a house fire last November to cover up his roommate's death before leaving the state. Officers involved in that case will be among those recognized at the Cicero Community Center.
People in Chicago and across the area and across the country are calling for a national shutdown. It's all in protest against the expanded immigration enforcement in the U.S. Organizers want people to skip work and school and not spend any money today as part of a larger movement. Protesters are taking action following the deadly shootings of Renee Good and Alex Preddy during Minnesota's immigration crackdown and the killing of Silverio Villegas Gonzalez here in Franklin Park during Operation Midway Blitz.
Chicago police arrested 7 people at this protest at a West Loop Target store last night. A group called the People's Lobby organized the demonstration. Members want Target to publicly call for ICE to leave Minnesota and Illinois. And they want Target stores to post signs denying entrance to immigration agents without a judicial warrant. We have reached out to Target for a response.
There's uncertainty right now about a deal to avoid a partial government shutdown late tonight. That deal has apparently hit a snag. Senate Democrats had announced an agreement with the White House to separate Department of Homeland Security funding to separate them from the other funding bills. DHS would be funded for 2 more weeks to allow for negotiations. The other programs would be funded until the end of September. The Senate will reconvene this morning to see if they can reach an agreement and vote today. Any agreement they do reach would still need House approval, so at least a brief partial shutdown is highly likely. President Trump announced his pick for the next Federal Reserve chair. The president posting on Truth Social that he is nominating former Federal Reserve Governor Kevin Warsh. Warsh would replace current chair Jerome Powell when his term expires in May. For the past year, President Trump has criticized Powell for not cutting interest rates more aggressively.
A Wisconsin man is found guilty of forging threats against President Donald Trump. He did it to try to get a Mexican immigrant deported. Demetric Scott says he wrote the letters after the victim reported him for an attack and bike theft. Ramon Morales Reyes was arrested, but later released on bond in Milwaukee. His attorneys say the conviction is a relief after months of trauma, and Morales Reyes hopes to focus on his family while waiting for a visa.
The race to replace Senator Dick Durbin is picking up momentum this morning. Last night, the top Democratic candidates took the stage here at ABC7, laying out their plans on immigration, wages, and the rising cost of living as voters prepare for the March primary. Lisette Nunez breaks down what the candidates said and what it could mean for voters here in Illinois. Lisette.
The Illinois primary election is March 17th, and candidates are looking to replace longtime U.S. Senator Dick Durbin, Congresswoman Robin Kelly, Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy, and Illinois Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton took the stage at ABC7 for the Democratic Forum. During the forum, candidates were asked questions on multiple topics, including voter protections, transparency in campaign finance, the immigration crackdown, and the federal minimum wage.
I co-sponsored the original legislation to raise it to $15 an hour. I think 17 sounds reasonable given inflation.
I support a $25 an hour minimum wage because I don't think we should think about just minimum wage. I think we should think about a livable wage.
I would support raising it to $17 an hour. That's what studies show is viable. And also we have to be realistic about how much we want to raise it because we, of course, have to get 218 votes in the House and 60 votes in the Senate.
This morning, ABC7 political analyst Laura Washington weighing in on how the candidates did last night and what topics voters want to continue hearing about.
I think people want to hear more about the economy, want to hear about jobs, housing, inflation. And so I expect that you'll be hearing more about that. And also what's going on in the world, all the conflicts around the world that the U.S. is involved in. I think people are very interested in hearing more about our national security.
The Republican primary forum is on Wednesday, February 11th, and early voting begins next month. Back to you.
All right, got it, Lisette. And if you missed the forum, you can watch it tonight here on ABC7 right after Eyewitness News at 10, or watch wherever you stream ABC7. And we will host a forum with Republican candidates for U.S. Senate on Wednesday, February 11th.
Chicago Civilian Police Oversight Agency, COPA, has a new nominee to lead the office. LaKenya White brings nearly 25 years of experience and currently serves as interim chief. The nomination now moves to City Council for approval. If the council does not confirm her, a new nominee must be submitted within 30 days, or the search can continue for another candidate. School is back on for students in South Suburban Dixmoor today. Water main break has been repaired on Sealy Avenue. Yesterday, the issue meant e-learning for students at Rosa Parks Middle School and Dr. Martin Luther King Elementary. Nearly 500 winter coats will be passed out today. Former Illinois Secretary of State Jesse White and Chicago's 27th Ward Alderman Walter Burnett will take part in the event. The distribution is at noon at the Jesse White Community Center and Fieldhouse on Sedgwick and Chicago Avenue.
Gowns for Good is hosting a wedding gown sale in Elgin starting today through Sunday. Engaged couples can shop a wide selection of dresses at discounted prices. The sale runs from 3 until 7 this afternoon at the Haight on Symphony Way. Well, the DuSable Black History Museum is getting a major grant this morning. Nearly $558,000 is going toward operations and improvements at the Southside Museum. The funding supports the nation's oldest independent Black History Museum. Illinois Comptroller Susanna Mendoza will present the check later on this morning. That is awesome for them.
Yeah, it is.
Your live and local news is just getting started as we stream out loud this morning. Coming up, new changes to SNAP benefits starting this weekend. Some people could lose benefits.
And what a peanut butter raise really means and why many coworkers may actually see one next year.
But first, Tracy has your ABC7 AccuWeather forecast coming up next.
Annette. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
There's your mic check.
Well, good morning to you. We greet you with an AccuWeather alert here today because we have three waves of snow that may be coming our direction. Lake effect snow for portions of northeast Illinois here, starting anywhere between about 8 and 10 a.m. Now, I think the most intense period is going to come this evening into the overnight hours over in northwest Indiana, and then we will still have some snow into tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon in parts of the area. Here's the lake effect that we are watching. Notice how it's starting to take a little bit of a journey, more of a beeline for Chicago, and our futurecast is kind of suggesting that very thing. So this will move on shore here within the next few hours, and at times that visibility will be reduced by the lake effect. Now, as we get into the evening, that's when we notice more of that pivot over into northern Indiana. All totaled, even right along that Illinois shoreline and then down into northern Indiana, we could see maybe up to a half a foot of snow and even possibly more in portions of Lake and Porter County. A winter weather advisory will go into effect at 9 o'clock this morning. Stay in effect virtually much of the day right here in Chicago. Diane.
Starting off with the Metro delay this morning, Tracy. Metro's BNSF inbound train 1306 is delayed departing Aurora because of some mechanical issues. We don't know how long this delay is going to be. Usually they give us some kind of an idea, but we haven't heard yet. So be sure to check in with Metro, and we will too, just to let you know how long that delay is going to take. As far as the big picture is concerned, we've got growing travel times all across the board, really inbound on the Eisenhower at Mannheim. We've got a crash in the right lane. 4 vehicles are involved. We do have emergency cruiser at the scene. Outbound on the Eisenhower past 25th, ongoing situation there.
Work or volunteer hours after this weekend. Plus, a community built on dignity, purpose, and belonging for adults with disabilities, and how one mom turned a personal mission to something much bigger. That's coming up next.
Eyewitness News streaming at 7 continues after a break.
New requirements to keep SNAP benefits start this Sunday. Adults under the age of 64 will now be required to work or volunteer at least 80 hours a month to keep those benefits. Advocates are urging people to check their status now to avoid a gap in coverage. Adults who don't meet the work requirements can only receive SNAP benefits for 3 months over a 3-year period.
Well, our next story spotlights Big Great Lakes. It's an organization which focuses on dignity, purpose, and belonging for adults living with disability, excuse me.
And joining us live is founder and executive director Annette Savengros. Good morning to you. Did I say that right?
Close.
Say it.
Savengros.
Savengros. I want to make sure I get that right. It's a beautiful last name. All right, let's talk about, first of all, Big Great Lakes. What is it for those people who don't know, who are tuning in for the first time?
Sure. Well, our mission is to provide an entrepreneurial and vocational residential program for adults with disabilities. Change the way the world views them, and they're creating amazing, beautiful, marketable, quality product, a purpose to wake up every morning, a seed to sow, and contributing to the world around them.
And this started off with you, I'm assuming, as a mom on a mission. What was missing from your family while you created this?
Well, my husband and I have 4 children, and 3 actually are adults with special needs. And it did create, my lifestyle created the mission. I'm a mom on a mission, so I knew at the age of 22 that the resources were going to stop, that the school system was going to stop, and there was so little left out there past the age of 22. So I began a search, and I wanted to find a program that I could picture my children there long term and living there. And so I found the Brookwood community in Texas, and we are the first out-of-state satellite from BIG, which is the bigger community.
Oh, wow. It's tremendous, and it's interesting because I've recently immersed myself in learning about this lifestyle, because I didn't know, and I don't have anybody close to me that would be taking part in this program. So I opened my mind and learned more about it, and it's tremendous because I had an opportunity to talk to one of the adults living in one of these communities. It's a life changer for them. Since you have so many children, not children anymore, but that have gone through or continue to live in these communities, what is it like for them?
Well, it gives them hope.
Yeah.
It gives them great hope. 80% of adults with disabilities are living at home with aging parents. They don't have the resources. They don't, even though they're eligible, they don't have the funds. They don't have the support system. They're living at home with parents like myself who are graciously getting older and older. It's a real and acute issue that we need to find provision, not only for purposeful life, but also for living arrangements.
So let's say somebody's watching this and they're like, wow, I want to learn more, maybe even see about getting my adult child in big Great Lakes. What do they do?
What do they do daily? They make amazing products. So over there we have some samples of what they're doing. If you want to get involved and learn a little bit more about BIG, visit our website. You'll get to see some things that they're doing. You'll be able to sign up for a tour, different things to be able to get to know.
And Annette, I want to talk about, for people who are watching also that go, oh, I want to buy that. Can we do that? Can we buy what they make?
You can. You can online.
Okay, good. So there's a website right there, biggreatlakes.org. You can actually purchase the items the members of this community make. And, you know, they're very proud of their work. And the stuff is beautiful. I mean,
in fact, I'd like to see that candle. I can't reach it.
But in person, it's just like really impressive work that these community members are taking part in and doing themselves, and they absolutely find joy in that and find a net purpose in what they do.
The purpose, and they're in community. The big thing about our community is they have a lot to offer all of us, and it's not in what they do, it's who they are.
100%.
You want to be changed, walk into BIG, walk into a community like BIG, and you'll be changed, because they really can teach us what's important in life. They really can teach us.
Smells so good.
Take it.
No. Somebody has got to buy it, but it smells so good and it's so beautiful.
All right,
it matches our outfit.
We're going to take a quick break. Go to Good Morning America for News Brief. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Live from Chicago, this is breaking news from ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Good morning at 7:23. I'm Val Warner. Oswego Fire says 2 people were found dead in the debris from a home explosion. Neighbors say it shook their homes before huge flames and smoke took over the house across from Fox Chase Elementary. Investigators say they think a gas leak may have caused the fire. While 2 nearby homes had minor damage, officials say there's no danger to others. The school across the street is doing a full walkthrough today. Now let's get an update on the travel times and road conditions with Diane.
All right, let's take a look at what's going on out there this morning. Val, nice and busy throughout the morning. Not only do we have growing travel times coming inbound to the loop, but we also got a couple of crashes that we need to talk about. Southbound on the Tri-State, ongoing situation past Halstead, where we have 2 left lanes down after a wrong-way driver slammed into another vehicle. So this investigation is going to take some time. So we've got some pretty significant delays. Southbound on the Tri-State past Halstead is where the crash opens up. We've got about a 4 mile delay really approaching that scene. Westbound I-90 at Devon, let's go to our tow camera. We do have a crash here as well. You can see now everything is onto the left side, so that at least the main line back open again, but at least a mile of a delay there. Tracy's back with the forecast next.
If you want total health care from a provider you trust,
hi Blair,
right in the palm of your hand, if you want soup, sweatpants, and 0 in-person contact, if you want wellness wherever, our virtual primary care delivers with great website manner.
no worries.
So choose your doctor from our profiles and enjoy the healthiest online relationship you've ever had. House calls have evolved. Advocate Healthcare.
Good morning to you. All right, this is this lake effect snow band that we have been watching throughout the morning, still primarily over the lake, although it has kind of grazed Michigan City. But you can see how it is continuing to move almost south and southwest. So we are expecting it here in Chicago, most likely within the next hour, maybe hour and 15 minutes. 10 at O'Hare, 10 out at Midway. Wind chills this morning, 10 below at O'Hare, 1 below out at Midway as we await the arrival of lake effect snow in our area today. May reduce visibility quite abruptly.
Welcome back, streamers. 7:27 is your time, and well, yep, there's going to be more snow and cold. What else? What else can we say? What else can we say other than more snow, more cold?
That's pretty much it. Well, I can tell you this, starting Sunday, the TSA will roll out another option for people who do not have a real ID or a passport or another acceptable form of identification. Beginning February 1st, you can pay $45 to use TSA Confirm ID. It is only good for 10 days, which means if you are traveling for a longer period, you have to pay the fee again for your return flight.
This morning, we're raising a mug and saying cheers to Mindy's Bakery in Wicker Park. Mindy's is the winner of the Good Morning America Hot Chocolate Contest.
Congratulations! Mindy's like, did I win? Yes!
Mommy, I won! Mindy Siegel, so overjoyed with the winning title. Mindy is already famous here for its rich and delicious hot chocolate. Now, of course, national bagging rights, plus a $10,000 grand prize. Siegel says she plans to use some of that prize money for her employees. She beat out 3 other spots, one in LA, Miami, and one in Detroit.
You know what I like, and I commented about why I liked her reaction earlier. Tell me if you guys agree with this. You typically think of kids saying mommy when they're little, but like when you're an adult saying mommy, you know, does that sound, but I still use mommy, and my kids who are older still say mommy. So the fact that she was on TV saying mommy is so endearing to me. Mommy. She didn't say mom or ma. She said mommy, mommy. It was a very sweet moment.
It was beautiful. She is, her attitude is just so
her whole essence,
her whole aura, and I'm so excited for her because the other thing was, first people she thought of, her team too. When we were talking, she thought so much about her team who has been there, who has supported her. And let me tell you, if you've never tasted liquid velvet, that's it.
That could be the nickname of the coffee now.
The kind of work that goes into that, whisking all those chunks. Oh, I can't even imagine.
And the artistry. I mean, the care with each little marshmallow and the angel's wings chocolate around the bottom. Like,
that's why she's #1.
Exactly.
And Tracy, no shade that you didn't bring this up, but it is legal here in this state. Apparently, she has chocolate edibles there. So if that is your thing,
I don't know if they're there.
Oh, they're not there.
I don't know if they're there, but I've heard, and she did not tell me this, but others have said that.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
that's why you wouldn't say, well, look at me going and blathering out. Well, I heard too that she has that.
So now you can go for chocolate and more.
Chocolate and more.
Chocolate and ... Coming up this morning, streaming here at 7, ice, art, and a little winter wow. Live ice sculpting is back this weekend in Lakeview and Roscoe Village.
And your next raise might be more peanut butter than bonus. Okay, we're going to explain that.
Plus, he said it would never happen. Now he's eating Wendy's chili every day for a month.
Oh.
Streaming live from Chicago, ABC7 Eyewitness News at 7 continues.
Welcome back, everybody. It is, I don't know, 7:32 or something in the morning. Yeah, 11 degrees. Right-hand side of your screen there is where we're showing you times.
The big side.
If you don't want to look, that's okay. We understand. More snow on the way soon.
Yeah.
Soon.
It's knocking on the door.
Soon.
Knocking on Chicago's door. Lake effect, that's what we're watching. And there is a pretty solid band over the lake. This will be moving onshore here on the Illinois side, most likely within the hour. And I just want to caution you, with lake effect snow, you can be just having a great day and all of a sudden, bam, the visibility is reduced very, very quickly. So very tricky pattern here, Diane.
Okay, so now I've got an update on that tri-state crash southbound. It was right past Halstead. So it was initially taking out 3 left lanes. Everything has now been pushed to the left shoulder. The investigation is still ongoing there. Then westbound I-90, we've got a crash. If we can go to our tollway camera, it's at Devon. So it sounds like 3 left lanes. Yeah, it looks like a couple left lanes are down now. So traffic squeezing by in those 2 right. But then if you see beyond where the fire department is, I think it goes down to 1 lane. So just a heads up there.
Okay, thanks, Diane. Now to today's talkers. We begin with a talker about the term peanut butter raise.
When you hear peanut butter, you probably don't think about your paycheck, but a new report from payscale.com says a peanut butter raise could be coming in 2026. So that's when companies spread pay raises evenly across employees, with most raises averaging about 3.5%. So that's the peanut, I guess, like the peanut butter, whatever you spread peanut butter, you're spreading whatever. So the debate is, should you do that, spread it around, or take it all at once?
I don't know.
I don't know. We don't work in that kind of a business.
It's foreign.
Where,
it's a little foreign language. So
whatever benefits
basically
you.
spread your raise over 3 years versus getting it all at once.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose okay, so that you can ask the same thing about like a lotto, whatever, right? Like if you win the lotto, would you take the bulk or would you? Yeah, like how would you do it? I suppose it's kind of the same
I think it
thought.
would spread.
Would you want it spread across like a couple quarters or whatever, or take it full at the end of the year, beginning of the year?
I think I'd want it all at once.
That's a good point. Yeah, maybe you do want it all at once, huh?
Yeah, everybody's different, depending on how you...
Depends on your situation.
Yeah, and how you balance your books. Now to a social media post which started as a bold tweet, ended with a very spicy consequence after betting online that Scotty Scheffler, oh my gosh, had 0 chance of winning. One man is now committed to eating only Wendy's chili for an entire month. The tweet read, quote, "If Scotty Scheffler wins this week, I will only eat Wendy's chili for a month. It's not happening, folks. 0 chance."
Ooh.
Who are you again?
Right.
Who's Tom and Marty's? I guess maybe we need some backstory here, right? Like, I'm sure Tom and Marty's is somebody well known.
Maybe
not. That has to be, right? It has to be for it to go this viral. Well, it happened. Now the internet is debating just how far is too far when it comes to sports bets. So do we have any idea? I need to know, who is this person? I think that's obviously that's what I'm asking, right? Because then we're going to know kind of the preface of this, Tom and Marty's.
I don't think this is not too far. The question is, how far is too far? This is a friendly, fun little thing.
It's not harming anybody.
Yeah, eating chili.
But I do want to know though, is this like a sport? Like a sports duo, like on the radio or something?
Right. That's what I'm wondering.
Because that makes it all the more fun.
Now he's got me thinking about chili.
Oh, that too.
So
maybe I should get chili for dinner.
That's a good idea. Where do you get chicken chili for dinner? Wendy's? Well, I don't know if it's chicken, but you can get some chili.
No, it's regular chili at Wendy's. It's actually quite good.
Yeah. And
you know what? I have a really good, no, I don't eat it because I don't care for it, but I have a really good white chicken chili recipe that my husband and my daughter love.
And you make it.
Chili.
I do make it.
Oh, but you don't care for it. You don't taste it. You just give it to them.
Yeah,
I'll taste it. Bring it in. I love white chicken chili.
Oh, I don't like chicken.
Yeah, a girlfriend of mine used to make or made it before, and I tried to make it, and I just haven't made it in so long. It's so refreshing.
It actually was a Marshall Fields recipe, apparently.
Wow. Okay, there you go. Nothing about sports betting, do you?
Yeah, no.
ABC7
all about Wendy's chili.
Yeah, right. Continue streaming out loud. We're back after this short break.
package?
Good morning to you. AccuWeather alert today and tomorrow for, well, lake effect snow. And it looks like we may have about 3 waves of this. So the first wave is about to begin. And this morning we will notice lake effects starting to spread across northeast Illinois, may reduce visibility very, very quickly. The second wave is more or less going to come this evening into the overnight hours. This could end up being the most intense wave, especially in northwest Indiana, and maybe producing snow at the rate of 1 inch or 2 per hour. Then tomorrow morning through the afternoon, while the snow has been concentrated mainly in northwest Indiana overnight, it might pivot back onto the Chicago side tomorrow morning. Here's the lake effect right there, and you can notice how it's kind of taking that jog a little to the west, and our futurecast does still bring some lake effect snow onshore here on the Illinois side, most likely somewhere between about 8 and 10 o'clock this morning. Then it kind of pivots over into northwest Indiana. By the time this is all done, those of you in northern Indiana, I may have to up the ante on this. Some of you could maybe even get up to 1 foot of snow if you end up with that lake effect band being over you and focused on you for a prolonged period of time. Winter weather advisory here in Chicago going into effect at 9 a.m. That is because there's anticipation of some challenging travel conditions during that time. This winter storm watch will either become a winter storm warning later today or an advisory later today in Cook County. But this winter storm warning accounts for the potential for that lake effect snow to become quite intense later on today and into tonight. 10 degrees, cloudy skies at O'Hare, feels like it's 2 below zero. It is 6 in Bolingbrook. It is 10 in Waukegan. It is 8 degrees right now in Crown Point. AccuWeather alerts for today and tomorrow, primarily because of the lake effect snow impacting the area. Now, as we get later in the weekend, we'll calm things down here on Sunday. Diane.
All right, let's head outside and take a look at what's going on out there. We've got a couple crashes I need to update you on. So first, a look at the big picture where we're seeing travel times remain high on the Kennedy in both directions, Eisenhower, Stevenson, and even the Ryan. Ongoing situation on the outbound side of the Eisenhower at 25th, where we've got a rolled over box truck that had all lanes blocked at 25th. We've also got a Gapers delay there as well. Out to the tollways we go, westbound I-90 at Devon. If we can take a look at our tollway camera, the crash remains here at the scene, and traffic is getting by in those right lanes only, and we obviously have pretty significant delay there. We've got, as I mentioned, a couple lanes down here and a couple vehicles involved too. They do need to be towed out of the way, and I believe they're waiting for some private tows there.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Diane. Coming up, calling all engaged couples. The West Loop Wedding Walk is back, turning the neighborhood into one-stop planning experience.
Plus snow sculptures, winter fun, and teams from around the world. Lake Geneva's Winterfest returns this weekend too. I'll have your Festival Friday coming up.
Welcome back, everybody. It is Festival Friday time.
Yes, and we are doing some ice sculpting. It's coming back back to Lakeview and Roscoe Village this weekend for a cool winter spectacle you definitely don't want to miss. It's free, it's family friendly, and there are master carvers transforming massive blocks of ice into a one-of-a-kind creation. Catch the action on Saturday at the CTA Paulina Brown Line Station or Sunday at St. Alphonsus. The 7th annual West Loop Wedding Walk returns this Sunday, transforming Chicago's West Loop into a one-stop shopping wedding planning experience for engaged couples. Explore 12 premier West Loop venues, connect with more than 20 top wedding vendors, enjoy food, drinks, and curated goodies throughout the afternoon. You can move at your own pace or take advantage of the complimentary trolley between venues. Lake Geneva's Winterfest returns this weekend, marking its 31st year as a free, family-friendly winter tradition at Riviera Plaza at Flatiron Park. The centerpiece of the event is America's Snow Sculpting Invitational, featuring 15 elite three-person teams from across the United States, and for the first time, 2 international teams from Turkey and Mexico. The event draws in an estimated 65,000 visitors. So it's going to be fun.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
I'm literally over here telling my bride-to-be.
Yes.
Well, not my bride-to-be, but I consider her
Your
like
girlfriend.
a bit. Yeah, she's getting.
Oh, so that wedding walk maybe.
Yeah, in April.
And she should go. She should go to the West Loop Wedding Walk. I think it's going to be great.
I know. I think me and her are going to have a date.
Yeah, it'll be free. It'll be fun.
Yeah, and cold.
And cold
We'll
and
go.
snowy,
Bundle
but
up.
whatever.
That's right. We got to stay in. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Eyewitness News streaming at 7 continues after a break.
Take a look at the morning's top stories. We do know that 2 people were found dead after a house explosion and fire in Oswego. Investigators believe a gas leak may have caused it. Officials say there is no danger to nearby homes, and Fox Chase Elementary School, which is across the street from the home, will get a full walkthrough today.
The man charged in the murder of a pregnant woman in Downers Grove is in the hospital this morning. The DuPage County Sheriff's Office tells us that Natus Revukis' injuries appear to be self-inflicted. He's accused of murdering a pregnant mother, Eliza Morales, at her Downers Grove home earlier this week.
And the race to replace Senator Dick Durbin is picking up momentum this morning. Last night, the top Democratic candidates took the stage here at ABC7, laying out their plans on immigration, wages, and the rising cost of living as voters prepare for the March primary. If you missed the forum, you can watch it tonight here on ABC7 right after Eyewitness News at 10, or watch wherever you stream ABC7.
And we are watching for lake effect snow, and it is going to impact us here in Chicago probably within the hour. May reduce visibility and even accumulate on the roads very, very quickly. So we're watching for that. I think by mid-afternoon, we could even end up about 1 to 3 inches of accumulation here on the Illinois side before it shifts into northwest Indiana this evening and overnight.
Oof. And
Hold the
remember,
presses. Look at Thursday.
I know.
Above freezing. Are you kidding me right now? Too Tough Thursday.
I'm surprised you just saw it. You can get the latest forecast anytime with the free ABC7 Chicago News app. Just scan the QR code right there on your screen for a link to download.
Okay, and we're just a few days away from one of the most prestigious dog shows in the country.
And this morning, we're meeting a young competitor with big dreams, a 12-year-old heading to the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, competing against kids and adults alike. Here's ABC's Danny New.
The giant schnauzer.
This weekend, the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show returns to New York for its 150th competition.
Stop there.
Which this year will feature 12-year-old Kennedy Green and her pal Lincoln.
Are you nervous at all? Or are you just game face, bro?
I am. I'm a little nervous.
Well, she may be a little nervous, but this California native has worked hard to get here. Traveling all over the country in 2025 to qualify for the Junior Showmanship competition at Westminster. However, Lincoln will also be competing for the Pekingese Best of Breed, so she'll be going up against the adults, too. Over the past 2 years, Kennedy and Lincoln have homed in on all sorts of facets required for this competition, such as grooming.
I wash Lincoln, and that takes about 2 hours. So
I can see why.
But also athleticism. I spoke with Kennedy's physical rehab veterinarian, Dr. Kelly Fishman, who's coached her on different exercises to help Lincoln fit his quote-unquote breed standard.
He's going to stand on it. And as he's standing on it, he's building balance. He's building core strength, which is really important to Pekingese because they have to have a little hourglass, pear-shaped.
Kennedy also walked me through how to brush Lincoln's luscious coat, which she says needs to be, quote, refluffed when the judges are done evaluating him.
You just kind of want to brush up and kind of fan the tail out down the side.
But when Kennedy and Lincoln wake up in the city of dreams in a few days, would she rather, if she had her choice, come away winning juniors or best in show?
Probably best in show.
But both could be good.
Yeah.
She's very humble about the whole thing, even though there are only about 100 kids who qualify for juniors, and a considerable amount of them are between ages 16 and 18, and Kennedy is 12. You go, Kennedy! In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny New.
Oh my God, the grooming. I love watching the dog shows. I just love, I'm just so amazed at.
It is really something special. The grooming, the behavior.
Right. I know. I finally got my Maggie yesterday, so Sky, I'll have treats and I'll say sign a peace like we do at church, and Sky will shake my hand.
Oh, really?
So finally Maggie
you
did
trained
it.
her to do that for the
Yes.
Wow.
So she does sign a peace now.
Yeah, I'll pay you before I pay somebody else to do it.
I've done a lot of praying, believe me.
Maybe we got to start there. All right, now let's get you caught up on what's trending today.
If this world were mine.
Kendrick Lamar is the leading nominee for Sunday night's Grammy Awards. He's got 9 nods in all. Lady Gaga has 7, and Sabrina Carpenter, Bad Bunny, and Leon Thomas have 6. The show on CBS and Paramount Plus will include a tribute to the late Ozzy Osbourne, plus performances from Lady Gaga, Sabrina Carpenter, Justin Bieber, and more. In 2027, the Grammys will move to ABC. Beatles fans in their hometown of Liverpool got their first look at images from director Sam Mendes' upcoming films about the Fab Four. Postcards showing Paul Mescal as Paul McCartney, Harris Dickinson as John Lennon, Barry Keoghan as Ringo Starr, and Joseph Quinn as George Harrison were hidden around the campus of the Liverpool Institute of Performing Arts. Founded by McCartney himself, the 4 Beatles films hits theaters in April 28th.
Water is coming.
It's time to say goodbye to the time travel romance Outlander. A new trailer for the 8th and final season teases to the emotional conclusion to Jamie and Claire's love story. The new season premieres March 6th on Starz.
Can you feel it coming in the air tonight?
And happy birthday to Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Phil Collins. He turns 75 today. That's what's happening in Hollywood. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News.
Hey, Jacqueline, thank you for that, keeping us up in the loop. Here's what's coming up on Windy City Weekend. Comedian Kevin Bozeman will join us for Host Chat. The question this morning, is it really a vacation for parents if they have to take the kids along? It's been a big debate around the office. We're going to share our thoughts on that coming up in Host Chat. And film critic Richard Roper will review a new film starring Omar Epps that's set and filmed in Chicago. Plus, we're going to catch up with a local Chicagoan who is getting recognized for her good work in the community. It's all coming up at 11:30.
All right.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. All right. It is apparently National Fun Day at Work.
What are we going to do?
I don't know.
What are we got? We got to think of something.
So go have some fun at work today.
As long as the fun police don't come get us. All right, that is going to do it for this streaming hour. If you're just joining us, the news never stops around here. We've got more headlines, plus weather and traffic coming up live at 8 a.m.
Stay close right here on ABC7 Chicago. And remember, you can always catch Eyewitness News on TV at 11 a.m. That's our next live newscast. Have a wonderful day.